The one thing that we just can't stop ourselves from doing is thinking. Every second of every hour, our thoughts are there, sometimes instructing us, sometimes encouraging us, sometimes telling us we can do better. They analyze what we did in the past and tell us what to do in the future. On and on they go, attempting to understand the world around us. Yet we seldom consider the ways in which we think. We don't analyze which thought processes get it right and which of them mislead us. Far too often, we fail to think about how we can best shape our thoughts. We do think about how to take care of our bodies, or at least we try to. We decide to go to the gym or go on a diet. We ask ourselves how we can be more motivated or hold the promises we make to ourselves about being healthier. We declare that we need a break from our work and talk about how we want to reduce the stress in our lives. But we seldom take the time to pause, look around, and ask ourselves whether or not the way we think about our lives makes sense. Science and mathematics are in large part about finding better ways of reasoning. It is easy to miss this point when we watch a documentary about the origins of the universe, the wonder of the natural world, or the structure of our brains and bodies. Science appears on the surface to be about facts. But it isn't. Not really. For many scientists, myself included, our primary mission is to shape our own minds in a way that gets us closer to the truth. The facts uncovered by those minds are secondary to us. This book describes 4 ways of thinking, 4 ways of getting nearer to the truth. The origins of the 4 ways approach can be traced back to an article written by 24-year-old former child prodigy and distinguished theoretical physicist Stephen Wolfram in 1984. At that time, Wolfram was working on a set of esoteric mathematical models known as cellular automata. By running computer simulations of these automata on his shiny new Sun workstation, Wolfram had been able to systematically classify the types of patterns they produce. He hypothesized that every process, biological or physical, personal or social, natural or artificial, lies in one of only 4 classes of behavior he had observed in his computer simulations. Everything we see or do can be classified as either 1. Stable, 2. Periodic, 3. Chaotic, or 4. Complex. Stable systems are those which reach and stay at an equilibrium. Think of a domino rally. A line of dominoes stood up on end, one after another. When the first one is given a small push, they topple down and come to rest in a line on the floor. Stability. Other examples include a ball rolling down a hill to come to rest in a valley, a pestle and mortar grinding spices into a stable mix of flavors, a dog sleeping peacefully after a long walk. Periodic systems are those which exhibit repeating patterns. Walking, cycling, or riding a horse are periodic motions of, respectively, our feet, the wheel of the bike, and the horse's legs. Periodicity is the evenly spaced lines of waves arriving on a beach. It is the fast up and down motion as a chef's knife slices the vegetables into equally sized pieces. It is our daily routines: breakfast, work, lunch, work, dinner, TV, sleep, and repeat. Chaos is our inability to predict if it will rain tomorrow or not, in the UK at least. It is the roll of a dice, the flip of a coin, the spin of the roulette wheel. It is the wild bubbling of boiling pasta water as the molecules vibrate and spin at random throughout the pan. It is chance meetings when sliding doors open or shut. Complexity can be found throughout our society. The transport of goods and services across the world, the rise and fall of civilizations, the structure of government and large multinational organizations. But it is also found nearer to home, in our relationships with friends and family, where we can feel both love and frustration at the same time. Complexity also lies inside us. It is the firing of billions of neurons in your brain. It is your personal story of how you came to be where you are today.